Hello everybody. Today I am going to talk about the dangers of social media and young children. I must say this loud and clear and maybe from the rooftops. The agenda of homosexuality and transgenderism has been bothering me since Pride Month, and the trend of some YouTubers and other social media influencers grooming and indoctrinating our children. I will start with giving your children under 15 social media accounts without supervision. My question is, why? Firstly, you are putting your children in danger of predators. They are not only in the US or the UK, they are actually all over the world. As we have a huge expat population throughout the Middle East and in other Muslim countries, this is a real threat to your children. We know as psychologists that young children being on electric devices causes social delays and speech delays and even cognitive delays in some cases. But this is not the real threat to your child. It is predators that groom your child. Then they go on to send them inappropriate pictures and videos and ask your child to send them pictures and videos as well. Then later they try to set up a meeting to meet your child where an assault can take place. Protect your children. How people decide to live their lives is their business. But when the agenda affects young children, it is our business as an adults to protect children. People must stand up and protect young children. Most of the Muslim country governments have steps in place to protect young children from this agenda. But do you as a parent have steps in place to protect your own children? Governments can remove toys, books, magazines from stores and block apps that are spreading this agenda. But what are you doing as a parent, a grandparent, or even aunt or an uncle to protect your own children? Are you letting them browse through social media accounts without monitoring what they are watching? Do you know who they are actually chatting with? Are you using electronic devices as babysitters? The transgender homosexuality agenda is very real. It just happened to take time to get to this part of the world. There have been cases where young children as young as 5 have been pushed by social media and sometimes their own parents to come out as a transgender person. Just because a boy plays with dolls and dresses up in his sister's clothing does not mean he is a transgender. Just as if a girl is a tomboy and likes to go for bike rides with her brothers, climb trees, and play in the dirt, this is not an indicator that she is a transgender. This is called learning and exploring in early childhood. When parents see this behavior, they should never encourage their child to be transgender or even suggest that they are. For me as a parent and a psychologist, I cannot believe the massive amount of parents and even educators that are pushing this narrative on young children. I saw an interview by a 20-year-old transgender male that his own parents had pushed him into becoming a transgender beginning at 10 years of age, and then he had started reassignment surgery around 11 or 12 years old with his parents' permission. Now at 20, he realizes it was a huge mistake and is trying to return back into a female. This is one out of many interviews that I have seen of adults that had reassignment surgery as young children and sometimes on the insistence of their parents, and now they want to return back to their original gender. Don't let your kids be caught up in this narrative. If you are allowing your child on social media, make sure you have parental monitoring systems in place on both their computer and their phone so that you know what they are viewing, who they are talking to, and what they are talking about. Young children under 14 or 15 should not really be allowed on social media. If you want them to carry a phone, there are phones without social media that they can send regular text message to, and there are some phones that use WhatsApp, but no other applications can be downloaded. There are also parental locks if your child has a smartphone. Young children should be doing hands-on activities such as coloring, painting, planting, and enjoying the outdoors. Enroll them in extra activities such as horseback riding, scouts, or football. If you allow them to watch YouTube, make sure it's YouTube Kids and they should be monitored. Watch what your child is doing. Don't lose your child because of an agenda and a narrative from other non-Muslim countries.